Have you ever gone to the gym for months with everything you had? Pushed your legs to the absolute breaking point on squats, burned your throat with bitter protein powders and supplements, and then looked at yourself in the pool mirror or your bedroom reflection only to realize you look no different than you did 6 months ago? Honestly, haven't you ever asked yourself why some people achieve bodies sculpted like flawless marble statues with half your effort and energy, while you feel like you are running in quicksand, sinking deeper the more you struggle? Let us put aside the repetitive advice of second-rate trainers and yellow Instagram cliches for just a moment and be completely honest with ourselves. The problem is not your genetics, it is not your lack of sleep for a single night, and it is not even whether the weights are heavy or light. The problem lies in a massive mental error and physical mechanism that is quietly eating away at all your sweating and hard work like a termite, while you, poor soul, have no idea that you are setting yourself up for total failure. Let us examine this puzzle from a completely different angle, through the eyes of someone who managed to conquer the peaks of this world, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Think about the giant who used to make the pillars of the gym tremble the moment he walked inside. What do you think was the secret behind that iron body and legendary physique? Hours of blind, thoughtless weightlifting? No, my friend, it was absolutely not like that. Arnold made a shocking confession in his memoirs and books. He said that in his early years, he thought the more iron he moved, the faster he would grow, until one day he realized he was fooling himself. He discovered a hidden rule that 90% of people in the gym haven't even heard of, let alone managed to unlock: the mind-muscle connection. Let me break it down precisely so you can understand how deep this really goes. Imagine you are doing barbell curls, putting the heaviest weight you can find in the gym rack onto the bar. The veins in your neck are sticking out, and with all your might, utilizing momentum by swinging your lower back and hips, you hurl the weight upward. Then, with great pride and a puffed-out chest, you tell your friend, "Did you see how heavy I lifted?" But what is the brutal reality? You are putting stress on your spine, your tendons, and your joints, not on your biceps. Arnold used to say that when he curled, he closed his eyes and imagined his arm muscle expanding and exploding like a star, growing bigger and bigger. He was talking directly to his body's cells, pumping his mental energy straight into that specific target point with absolute focus. Right here, the first and deepest lesson of life and personal development winks at us. We do the exact same thing to ourselves in our daily lives. How many times do we sit down to work or study, but our minds are hooked on our phones, social media, financial problems, or scattered thoughts? We think we are working because we sat at a desk for 8 hours, while we are just burning time. We brought the physical body to the scene, but left the spirit of focus and presence behind. Until your mind, concentration, and physical actions lock into a single point like a laser beam, nothing truly great will ever happen in your life, neither in your physical growth, nor your financial growth, nor your relationships. Focus is the missing piece that separates an ordinary human from a legend. Now let us move to the second layer of this disaster. Where is the breakdown in our nutrition and rest that makes us inflict so much cruelty on our bodies and minds? The popular belief is that muscle is built inside the gym under heavy weights. This is the biggest lie the fitness industry has ever sold into our brains just to sell as powders and supplements. The bitter and beautiful truth of the matter is that the gym is merely the site of destruction and microscopic muscle tearing. The gym is like taking an axe and wounding the tree trunk, but the process of building, repairing, and growing happens precisely when you are asleep in your bed, resting, or looking at a plate of nutritious food. Remember Ronnie Coleman, the legendary athlete who moved unbelievable weights, but after training would go straight to his house like a king and rest for hours, because he knew his body laid brick upon brick only while he slept. How does the psychological lesson of this rule translate into our personal lives? We young people think that resting, having fun, or getting enough sleep is equivalent to laziness and backwardness. We think if we work 24 hours a day, we are making a sacrifice and will reach success faster. Unbeknownst to us, our brain, nervous system, and body operate exactly like that muscle in the gym. When you do not give yourself rest, when you do not allow your psychological system to recover, you are locking down your own thinking machine with your bare hands. This is the fatal error that drives thousands of people into professional burnout. Chronic, permanent fatigue is not a badge of honor, it is a sign of poor planning, systematic foolishness, and a failure to understand the natural law of recovery. Until you learn to stop at the right time, take time out, and give your body and mind a chance to rebuild, you are doomed to run in place. But wait, we haven't reached the darkest and most fascinating part of the story yet. What do you think is your greatest roadblock to progress in bodybuilding and life? A lack of protein, insufficient workouts, or old equipment? No, none of these. The silent, hidden assassin of success is a phenomenon called extreme novelty seeking, or the disease of constantly changing your path and program. Yes, don't be surprised. It is the exact same thing Arnold fought early on until he defeated it. Many of us go to the gym, start with an awesome program on Saturday, and by Tuesday, seeing some foreign internet influencer post an exotic new exercise, we completely overhaul our routine and build a new one from scratch. We think we are being super up-to-date and modern in our training. Yet the brutal truth is that your muscle, your nervous system, and your brain desperately need stability and intelligent repetition in order to change and grow. If you tear up the ground beneath your feet every single week, no seed will ever get a chance to sprout and grow into a tree. Arnold and his friends focused for years on a few basic, foundational movements like squats, bench presses, pull-ups, and deadlifts, pouring all their art into making those exact same movements a fraction of a percent better every week, with better control and heavier weight. Now bring this rule into the world of your business and personal life. How many people do you see around you who want to become a programmer in the first week, switch to trading and financial markets in the second week, and get the urge to launch an Instagram page by the third? These people never succeed at anything because they keep jumping from branch to branch. Real, deep progress does not happen through short-lived, exciting tasks. Progress lives inside the most boring, repetitive, and highest quality tasks in the world. Let's pause and piece this entire puzzle together so the final picture becomes clear to you. Up to this point in the journey, we realized that first, without mental connection and absolute focus, no physical or mental work yields results. Second, we learned that recovery and rest are vital, inseparable parts of the growth process, and constant fatigue is self-sabotage. Third, we understood that stability and adherence to a clear path are the true magicians of success against the temptation of constantly changing routines. But why do 90% of people still give up and surrender halfway despite knowing these rules? The root of this pain boils down to one thing: a craving for instant and rapid results. We live in an era where fast food, high-speed internet, and skip buttons rule our brains. We want to go to the gym today and look like magazine cover heroes tomorrow. We want to read a book today and have our lives transformed tomorrow. When this fake miracle doesn't happen, we get disillusioned and blame the system, while the fault lies elsewhere. Bodybuilding and life's challenges, at their deepest level, are not just a sport or a hobby. They are an unsparing, full-length mirror reflecting your true inner self. When you stand in front of the mirror and look at your body, you are seeing the reflection of all your discipline, indiscipline, laziness, overeating, procrastination, and stress from the past months. Becoming like Arnold, and greater than that, becoming the champion of your own life, requires a mental revolution and a fundamental shift in your perspective. You must learn to fall in love with the process itself and its grueling routine, rather than just the destination and the final medal. When you learn to enjoy sweating, calculated rest, saying no to temptations, and the boring repetition of correct actions, the equation of the game changes. You are no longer waiting for a miraculous morning to wake up and gift you your dream body. You are building that fortress of victory with your own fingertips, brick by brick with discipline and mortar by mortar with focus. So as a final word, take a moment right now to get some solitude with yourself for once. Throw away all the excuses, fake genetics, bad economic conditions, and troubles. Ask yourself, where in this path are you heading off track? Are you truly training and working with your whole mind and being, or are you just passing time to ease your conscience? Do you respect your rest and psyche, or do you drive yourself like a slave? Are you committed to your plan, or do you fold at the first sign of a headwind? Remember that history wasn't written by supernatural beings. History was written by ordinary people who learned to fix their small mistakes and take one small, precise step every single day. So get up, gather your focus like sunlight under a magnifying glass, and start over from scratch, because you are the heir to immense potential waiting only for your iron will to blossom.